The average first offense DUI will cost approximately $10,000 or more. Multiple DUI charges will be more. Here are some of the basic guidelines to sentencing. You will go to jail for 48 hours, mandatory, or you can contribute 48 hours compensatory service or electronic home confinement. Your driver's license will be suspended. The cost for renewal, $300. The ignition interlock has to be installed in your vehicle, cost of $1,400. Attorney fees will cost you from $3,300 to $6,000. You'll have time off from work. Fines between $700 and $1,500, plus surcharge. Alcohol school or treatment. If your BAC is 0.15 or higher, then the statistics we covered will be more. You'll have higher car insurance. SR22 filings can triple your insurance. If someone under the age of 21 receives a charge, either by DUI, per se arrest, or not a drop, the minimum they will face are the charges we just discussed and the loss of their driver's license until they are 21 years of age. Sometimes restitution for property damage has to be paid, such as, I had a gentleman in my class one day who shared this story. It took him 13 years to get his DUI paid off. He told the story to the class. He said, when I got my DUI, I got into a car crash. He said, my car was like a pinball machine through this car dealership. I got them all. No car insurance. It took him 13 years to pay off $123,000. I remember he looked at me and he said, do you know how much a fender on a new Cadillac cost? A lot. I also met another guy who has a friend that lives in Florida. Imagine this. She's 23 years old, got into a one-car crash, caused a whole bunch of property damage, shattered her leg, no health or automobile insurance. She now owes $300,000 that she cannot file bankruptcy on. Don't drink and drive, it isn't worth it. But people do drink and drive in our state, and here's a number on that. In Utah, approximately 14 to 15,000 DUIs are issued a year. That's approximately 41 a day. 50% of the arrests are for persons who are consuming the alcohol at on-premise licensed locations. According to the Utah Commission on Criminal and Juvenile Justice, the majority of the arrests, almost 84%, are for violation of the .05 blood breath BAC per se statute. 9% of arrestees are under the age of 21, while the majority of arrestees are the ages of 21 to 36 years of age. An interesting side note to that is this. The ages of 21 to 36 account for 37% of Utah's adult population, while that age group accounts for 57% of all DUI arrests. Nationally, 7% of the driving population account for 66% of all alcohol-related accidents, although 80% of adult drivers admit to have driven while drinking. 70% of DUIs are first-time offenders, while 30% will reoffend within 10 years of their first conviction. 51% get the second DUI within 1 year of their first offense, 15% reoffend within 1 to 2 years, as 10% reoffend within 2 and 3 years. It is also interesting to note that 50 to 75% of the mentioned repeat offenders do not have a driver's license or car insurance. There are different times and days that are impacted more than other days and times. 36% of the crashes happen at night versus 9% during the day, and 31% of the deadly crashes happen on the weekend versus 15% on weekdays. .05 is the legal limit.